concern with certain foods left out for a long time, along with anxiety and binge drinking. For more health news, go to foxnewshealth.com. House Call for Health. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
History is unfolding, and you're listening to it on News Talk 710 KURV, Edinburgh, McAllen, Harlingen, Brownsville.
Touting year one of term two. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
11 months ago, I inherited a mess, and I'm fixing it.
President Trump blamed Biden-era policies failing America in a primetime White House address.
But now you have a president who fights for the law-abiding, hardworking people of our country.
The president also says he's bringing prices that had surged down.
Wages are going up much faster than inflation. How big is that?
Later this hour, we'll get an inflation update expected to show a higher annual rate of increase in consumer prices last month.
Democrats say prices are higher, unemployment is rising, and Trump tariffs are hitting American consumers. The latest Fox News polling shows 9 in 10 Americans are concerned about inflation and high prices, about the same as the beginning of this year and higher than the summer of 2021 when inflation was beginning to take hold under the Biden administration.
Fox's Rich Edson at the White House, and touting revenue as tariffs have brought in, the president announced bonus checks for U.S. service members ahead of America's 250th birthday, $1,776 each.
Nobody deserves it more than our military, and I say congratulations, everybody.
The president did not mention last night the U.S. military operation off the Venezuela coast that some Democrats question as illegal, targeting boats said to be trafficking drugs. And there was another strike yesterday, killing 4 more alleged narco-terrorists.
In a social media post, U.S. Southern Command, which also posted unclassified video of the boat as it was struck, said Secretary of War Pete Hegseth ordered the lethal kinetic strike on a vessel operated by a designated terrorist organization in international waters.
That's Fox's Lillian Wu. One survivor of the Brown University shooting remains in critical condition as police keep searching for the gunman who murdered 2 students and wounded 9 Saturday.
This actual physical evidence, there's DNA evidence, there's a lot of evidence that we're collecting.
Providence Police Chief Oscar Perez, they keep also searching for a person of interest. America's listening to Fox News.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hours before President Trump addressed the nation, the commander-in-chief paid his respects to 3 Americans killed in a terror attack in Syria.
President Trump stood at attention saluting as the American flag-draped transfer cases of 2 Iowa National Guard members and their civilian interpreter returned to the U.S. The dignified transfers at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware were the first attended by the president during his second term. Following the solemn event, President Trump told reporters,
It's a beautiful event for 3 great people.
Sergeant Edgar Brian Torres Tovar and Sergeant William Nathaniel Howard were killed in an ISIS ambush, along with their American interpreter, Ayad Mansour Sakat, over the weekend. The attack occurred in a part of Syria not under control of the country's new president. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Nick Reiner remains jailed, charged with murdering his parents in Los Angeles the morning after going to court in a suicide prevention vest.
The Los Angeles County medical examiner finding Rob and Michelle Reiner died of multiple sharp force injuries in their residence. Officials say the couple were found fatally stabbed in their Brentwood home over the weekend. The couple's son, Nick, their accused killer. The 32-year-old briefly appearing in court Wednesday morning as his lawyer, Alan Jackson, was granted a postponement of his arraignment, which is set for January 7th. He's being held without bail, charged with 2 counts of murder with special circumstance allegations of multiple murders and using a deadly weapon. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
We mentioned the inflation update later this hour. It's the Consumer Price Index. And ahead of that, on Wall Street, stock futures are rising the day after a sell-off that dragged the Dow down more than 200 points. The NASDAQ dropped 418. None of us hit the jackpot last night, so the Powerball fortune grows even more. $1.5 billion for Saturday, the seventh largest U.S. lottery prize ever. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
Happy Thursday. It is December 18th, 2025. You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. Thank you for joining us on the radio. We invite you online. We got a free app called Radio Para Mi. You could be listening to us on your smartphone. Also, producer Freddie, he catapults the morning news, at least this hour. He throws it over to 710 KURV, YouTube, X, Facebook Live. So go join us there. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz and Jason Caterina from AccuWeather. One of the individuals shot in that terrorist attack in Australia a few days back, that individual is from Texas and is trying to recover. His family saying that he has already gone through several surgeries.
Label Lazarov's family says he had gone to Australia to serve as a rabbi's intern and help build a Jewish community there. They describe him as a warm, compassionate soul who brings light to everybody around him. They say Lazarov crouched over another victim and used his own shirt as a tourniquet to help a stranger when he was shot in the abdomen and leg. Lazarov is 20 years old and lives in College Station, where his dad is a rabbi at Texas A&M. His family says he's now had several surgeries, and while they say his doctors are impressed by his progress, they've started a GoFundMe to help raise money for medical expenses.
Alan Skaya with that report. Back to the Valley, a judge extending the forced closure of McAllen nightclub, the Knox nightclub in downtown McAllen, another 2 weeks. The city of McAllen filed for the restraining order after a crash that killed a 25-year-old man, and the 18-year-old female driver was allegedly part of a group that was drinking at the club before the crash, according to authorities. The city has filed a lawsuit asking for an order that would permanently close that establishment. Check the refrigerator. Thousands of cases of salad dressing being recalled due to the presence of foreign objects, as is explained in the recall. Hidden Valley Buttermilk Ranch and Italian being recalled. There might be some black plastic in there. Texas is part of that recall. Another recall you should know about, a nationwide recall for a homeopathic nasal spray expanding.
Meta Natura, based in Albuquerque, New Mexico, is widening the initial recall it issued just a week ago over yeast and mold found in one lot of Reboost nasal spray. Now, the company says it's recalling all lots of Reboost as well as its Clear Life allergy nasal spray because of concerns about microbial contamination that could pose life-threatening complications in people who are immunocompromised. The recalled products were sold all over the country at stores and through online sales. I'm Jim Roop.
It's 7:08 on News Talk 710 KURV. And congratulations to the gang at South Padre. So South Padre Island, listed as one of the best beaches in our nation. That's the verdict from readers of the Traveler magazine Condé Nast, ranking South Padre number 11 on that list and the best beach in Texas, they say. It's 7:09. It is AccuWeather time. And big thank you to Dougie and all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch. Merry Christmas from them to you. And stop by. They invite you to stop by. They might have the perfect gift you're looking for that special someone on your list. It is Martin Farm and Ranch Supply with the best selection of Purina feeds. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina is joining us, and we got some potential record heat for today. So take us through the day and into the weekend. What you got, Jason?
Yeah, a bit froggy out there this morning. Quite a bit of fog around the area, and dense fog advisory all the way up the coast and across all of South Texas. So use caution. Could find some pockets of visibility less than a mile in spots. So slow down.
Do me a favor. Would you, if you have the list in front of you, can you go to the reporting station? Let's look at Brownsville, fog reports on the airport, Harlingen.
Harlingen reporting fog, Zapata, Hebronville.
Visibility is down to what in Harlingen? What do they report?
Harlingen, quarter mile at this point.
That's pretty thick. All right.
Half mile for Zapata, and Hebronville,
Okay. Well, west of us.
Valfurious.
That's north of us. That's the reporting station. That's 60 miles north of the cities.
Okay, yeah, that's down to a mile there.
The reason I ask you for the cities, this is the first time you and I can talk about this since you took the helm for the reports this morning. So what we look at is the cities: Brownsville, Harlingen, Edinburgh, which is the airport north of us, McAllen, Wesco. Usually those are the airport reports and give us a good indication. What it's like.
So let's see. Harlingen, the only one that's reporting anything as far as the visibility range. That's a quarter mile. Otherwise, just plain old fog coming in at the other airport reading. Okay. So,
and that's the reality this time of year, right? We get dew point.
It's humid out there and kind of trapped underneath that inversion. So that's kind of keeping it all in for the time being. Should mix out for us this morning, but yeah, warm day today. 87 the record. Near that, we've got 86 for McAllen, but like areas around will be a little bit higher. But at the airport is where they take the reading as far as the records are concerned. But
all right, and still warm, right, in the 80s for the next couple of days.
Well, tomorrow it's going to drop off upper 70s to near 80 degrees for us. Comfortable tonight too, mid 50s to low 60s. So not a bad night tonight. But yeah, then Saturday, Sunday, mid and upper 80s and low to mid 80s for Monday, as we head into the holiday week there.
Yeah, there we go. And cool it down just a little bit again, right? Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Back to the 70s, hopefully.
Well, Wednesday, it's still holding for us. Mid 80s on Wednesday and then upper 70s for Christmas Day itself.
I'm asking for too much. I just better shut up. Just let it happen, Yeah. That way we won't be surprised. All right, pal. I'll call you next hour. That's AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. Today we celebrate producer Fred Cruz, his brother. His brother's a twin. So congratulations to producer Fred Cruz, brother Joe, because he's a twin. Today we celebrate twins. And specifically we celebrate him. And it's regifting day today as well, by the way. Oh, really? Yeah. We couldn't do the regifting thing at the holiday party this year. You know why? Well, everybody got a $40 gift certificate from the same place. Yeah, Freddie, go ahead.
Rumors around the office that not everybody got a $40 gift certificate. Just saying.
Oh, okay. Did you get one, Freddie?
I wasn't there.
Okay, so maybe that's saying.
No,
they're talking about
people
you.
Who attended. People who attended the party did not get a.
All right.
Just saying.
You make sure to take that portion out of what you just said from the recording, so that way, when the managers and the sales dogs wake up at around noontime and they go review the morning show, it's not there. Okay. Yeah, it's time of 7:13 on the Valley's Morning News. The Texas news: the Texas Attorney General has launched a bathroom bill tip line to call on government buildings that they believe are allowing trans women to use, men dressed as women to use the women's bathroom. At 7:13 on the Valley's Morning News. FIFA has partnered with Netflix to give World Cup fans an opportunity to play in the tournament on their phones. It's a new product that's launching. It's 7:13 on the Valley's Morning News. Program note for KURV. We invite you to stick around this morning. We'll be talking with plenty of friends in the community. So today at TSTC at noon, Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino and commissioners will be presenting the state of the county. This is hosted by the Harlingen Chamber of Commerce, and we'll be there. That's the plan. We'll be there broadcasting 9 to 11 before the event. And then 4 to 6 p.m. today, we'll be celebrating our city manager, Helen Ramirez from Brownsville Leadership, gathering for a special moment to say thank you to her. We'll be broadcasting the drive home 4 to 6 today from Brownsville. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. And speaking of, a conversation and city update and economic update with Helen Ramirez from Brownsville next on the Valley's Morning News.
Check off the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select steel tools. Shop online or in store.
This holiday season, we'd like to extend a big thanks to our family, friends, and customers. Whether you've been shopping Glick Twins all your life or just recently discovered us, you know we've got the very best selection of guns, knives, and scopes at the very best prices. Glick Twins is your go-to store for holiday shopping because behind the counter is the most knowledgeable and friendliest staff in all of South Texas. This Christmas season, be on the lookout for super specials on guns, scopes, knives, and clothing. From all of us at Glick Twins, Merry Christmas.
Introducing the newest destination for luxury in the Rio Grande Valley, the all-new Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen. Come visit Michael Fall, General Manager, today and discover the perfect blend of elegance and power in a new C300 sedan. Get yours for only $726 a month for 36 months, now during the Holiday Love Celebration at the all-new Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen, a true triumph of luxury. Now open at their exceptional new state-of-the-art location at 8522 West Expressway 83 in Harlingen.
News, traffic, weather, sports.
The Valley's morning news.
News Talk 710 KURV.
Texas A&M Aggies in the college playoffs. The broadcast, round one, is Saturday. They're hosting Miami. Go Aggies. Join us at 10 o'clock in the morning for the Aggie Radio Network on 710 KURV. Kickoff at 11. And big thank you to our many supporters, including Amigo Power Equipment and Hank Assad. Our City of Brownsville status report, and I welcome back a friend of our station. And it's a happy and sad conversation with Helen Ramirez, our city manager. She, if you guys have not kept up with the news, our city manager, Helen Ramirez, needs to say goodbye to our city, and she'll be going on hopefully to bigger and better things here pretty soon. So we'll review your tenure at Brownsville here in just a second. Let me get some economic items on the plate first. The awesome Embassy Suites facility that you have, review that one for me and what it means for our city, the launches for SpaceX nearby, tourism, all those things. Let's start there with the Embassy Suites, Helen.
Yeah, so we're really excited about the hospitality here and the fact that the Patels are investing in Brownsville, and it's a 7-story, so we had to change our code to allow over 5 stories, which is great. We did a city-initiated amendment, which we love. We love density here. We think it makes sense. It was an infill property, so it already has plenty of infrastructure on Springmar, on Public Estelle, with access to the expressway. It will have a lazy river, so for those staycations, and also a full service restaurant with and also a viewing area for SpaceX launches. So we're incredibly excited. And also they're looking at also an extended stay hotel adjacent to that. So we're really looking for also in a convention space as well. So you'll have 10,000 square feet of convention space, 2 really nice bar areas, and plenty of parking, and just really easy access, surrounded by a lot of our wonderful local restaurants on Public Estelle and Morrison. So it's just a great place to be and be seen.
Yeah, 10-4. So let's stay on the hotel thing. So we were talking off air. You were telling me that there's a feasibility study, maybe set up a different hotel, like a themed hotel near the zoo. So tell me about that idea.
Yeah, so we're really excited. The zoo, as you know, the city commissioned a zoo master plan. There's only a few in the nation. The Gladys Porter Zoo is one of 200 accredited zoos in the nation. And when we completed the study, one of the things we talked about is revenue generation, right? How to make sure it's long-term and sustainable. One of the things that the zoo did that opened up was a zip line. And I don't know if you've been able to ride on it, but next time, if not, when you come to Brownsville, that's a requirement. It's 130 feet high up in the air, and you can see beautiful Matamoros and all of Brownsville from there. So the next phase, what we said is, why don't we expand the giraffe area, the lions exhibit. And so with that, we purchased property from Brownsville ISD, so great partnership with them, their Career and Technical Education Center, They're going to build a new CTE, which is great because we need that for our workforce and for our future. And that's where the zoo will be expanded. And then the city has right-of-way property right adjacent to it. And that's where we're looking at a themed hotel and retail boardwalk, which would, there's only a few of these, and then probably this will be the only one really of this type in the nation. You see a lot of times bungalow area with around natural habitats and stuff like that, but you're really gonna, the thought of it is that you're gonna be able to feed a giraffe from hopefully your doorstep or your patio from your hotel.
Oh, wow.
So we're really looking at that, and we've commissioned the best of the best in the world to help us create that feasibility study. And so we already have developer interest, but we also have to do our due diligence and ensure that whatever we approved is also helping with operating costs for our zoo. So it's a win-win situation. But some of those places that we're seeing, those hotels that provide it in Africa or in the Wild Kingdom and all that, they can commission upwards of $1,000 a night for a stay if you're able to give that experience. So, and the boardwalk component, maybe you can't stay in the hotel or you just want to enjoy the boardwalk. We also want to allow for kind of that restaurant experience along the Resaca, which is our waterway, and the zoo. So it's something for everybody. I think it's an important message here.
A terrific idea. That would definitely be a wonderful new destination point for tourism for Brownsville. You mentioned, of course, this idea, the Embassy Suites. It's going to be that's a real project,
Yes.
and I get a feel that with the way things are growing in Brownsville at the coast, with the thousands of jobs of LNG and SpaceX, which you can review here in just a second, I think we're way behind the curve. We probably need a lot more nice hotels, and probably there'll be a lot of demand for that, because donde los pones, like, where do you put all these people that are, like rooftops in hotel space and apartment space, likely to boom here in Brownsville? It's probably already booming right now. Your comments on that?
Yes, we have 28 active subdivisions, so residential subdivisions that are being built right now, 28. So we're churning out 1,000 homes, over 1,000 homes a year. What's amazing is that these homes, many of them are served by trails, and we're really looking at quality of life. When you talk about next decade, many of their executives are buying homes or building homes. So what's wonderful about next decade and the Rio Grande LNG is that it's what we thought could be a 3-year project is turning out to be an 8-year project, because they keep expanding the number of trains that they're building.
Excellent.
So what this means is, at first we were looking at workforce housing, but they're like, no, we want you to build housing of all types, from affordable housing to executive housing and everything in the middle. So the master plans, the data master plan that we're working on, we're seeing many people purchase homes from there, and the other 27 subdivisions that we have under construction. With regard to hotels, we have about 800 keys currently built or in construction right now. And many of the extended stay suites allow for that, allow for executives that maybe are waiting for their home or waiting to buy their home or coming in and out to be able to, have a nice place to call home temporarily. And there is an apartment boom. What's nice about Brownsville and its community, you see a lot of communities, not in my backyard, they don't want apartments. We actually, our community embraces apartments, and as long as they're well built and they have their own amenities, the apartments of today even have little dog parks. They're very different from the apartments of the past. And so, we're building very nice apartments here in Brownsville. So for everybody, not everybody wants to mow a lawn. We understand that. And so our goal is to be able to have housing and affordable housing. We have 2 affordable housing developments in downtown Brownsville. So we're also thinking of going vertical in Brownsville, in our downtown, and so people really having a really nice place to live and a great lifestyle here.
Well, go vertical now. More than more than 7 floors now? Like, what's the max now at City Hall in Brownsville, the permit?
Well, in downtown, believe it or not, because we want density, there is no height limit. So if you want to go 15 stories high, there is no height limit because we want to be developer friendly. And I think that's the message to all our developers out there. We're changing our codes. We just approved 8 unified code amendments yesterday. So we're trying to continue to improve and remove barriers because it's a long-term document. And the most exciting for 2026 is we're going to embark on a comprehensive plan that is your vision of what you want to continue to be when you grow up as a city. So it's a long-term 20-year vision for the city. Because as you know, our growth area extends all the way to the Gulf, to the Gulf, the coast. And so that's how of a leadership a role we have in building out Cameron County and really working really well with Starbase and all our partners and the Port of Brownsville, every city here, Los Fresnos, Rancho Viejo, and really bringing the whole region up with us.
Helen Ramirez, our outgoing city manager for our city of Brownsville. Yeah, she'll be on the job for a few more days, and we appreciate her time today. They spoke with the EDC office. They said like 4,000 plus jobs at SpaceX now. Same thing at LNG. SpaceX likely to have like 8,000 people on payroll, 6 to 8 over the next 12, 24 months. LNG just going crazy, could be 6 or 7. My goodness, it's Boomtown, USA. It's amazing times that we live in Brownsville. And a quick mention, just quick on quality of life, the broadband connection for the city. We're getting wired. The whole city will be wired. So it's either Wi-Fi for the entire city with several rings, or we could call our neighbor Elon Musk and connect to Starlink, right? And do internet connection with them. So we're ready. We're here for the future on the connection. Helen Ramirez, I want to do a quick review in the couple of minutes I have left with you. You started with the city of Brownsville when, Helen, and in what capacity?
In March of 2019, I was hired as a deputy city manager.
Okay.
And then I worked briefly as the executive director and CEO of the Greater Brownsville Son of Corporations while being deputy city manager in 2021. So it was a year and a half of intense development. But you know what? It was a gift because I really got to know our companies at that time. So it was great that's where Careers in Coffee was born, out of that collaboration, because after COVID, many companies were looking for workforce. So now we've had like the 5th Careers in Coffee and about 7,000 jobs that we've offered. Yes. And the event is free and it's just grown since then. And so GBIG and the city have done a great job with recruiting, and also 60 companies participated in the largest regional job fair south of San Antonio.
Man, and if you guys could see, not that I've seen the whole list, but if you guys, and of course here at KURV, when we have conversations with the EDC office, on the horizon, oh my goodness, the prospects, exponential growth, tens of thousands of potential jobs, multiple billions of dollars in investment on the horizon. Even if they land half of that, is like, wow. Good luck at City Hall trying to keep up with all the growth and infrastructure that we need to host everything, but that's a good problem to have. Of all the feathers in your cap, Helen, at Brownsville, which one are you proudest of as you get ready to leave the city?
I think one of the most important things that a city manager could do, we have a workforce of 1,300 employees, and making sure that they're cared for. I have this One City initiative, and One City means we're not siloed between over the 22 departments that we have, and we're not siloed with the community. I truly believe that through public-private partnerships and through making sure that we take care of our people, we're a people-first organization. We have a purpose to serve our residents and our community, and we have projects that we're held accountable for taxpayer money. And so, we have to implement the $300 million capital improvement program of what includes a public safety complex building, up to $80 million complex. This is state-of-the-art complex that we broke ground on. It's public safety, it's police, fire administration, emergency operations, and IT cybersecurity. So becoming a private 5G network and really ensuring, remember, we were one of the least connected cities in 2017 in the nation. In the nation. And we're going to be one of the most connected cities in the nation for our size. That's a hard project because it's infrastructure. It's building 100 miles of fiber, which we have completed. And also with Omni Fiber, making it affordable and then reducing the digital divide. So, the digital divide helps us, helps our small businesses. It helps our educational institutions be stronger. And really, we're going to be able to lease out. We're already working on deals, talking about economic development. Fiber, the lease of our own dark fiber is in itself an economic driver. And so we're working on our first deal that we will be announcing soon with the lease of that fiber to an ISP and many more to come. And so this is game changing. When we talk about the threats of cities, sometimes we talk about flooding and other things and fires. But many times nobody really thinks about cybersecurity. I think that we're thinking about it more and paying more attention. So being a safe city with a wonderful quality of life. We're doing this wonderful Harvard Bloomberg initiative. We were selected, 47 cities in the world were selected, and Brownsville's one of them. And the main thing that we're going to work on is how our parks, rec, facilities will help reduce diabetes and also improve obesity here in our city of Brownsville. So, we're booming in all different sectors, whether it's health and DHR's expansion. We're going to have a wonderful groundbreaking for their expansion next week. We have the airports booming. We're going to be announcing a new commercial airline in 2026. So stay tuned for Mayor John Cowan's State of the City for 2026, because we're already working on it. His leadership in the region, being the chairman of the South Texas Alliance of Cities, and his chairmanship of the RGV MPO just is going to be wonderful for our community and our region. And I am very proud and very thankful for his leadership and that of the commission and our 1,300 employees who really take care of the city every day.
We thank God and we appreciate you. We thank God for you and we appreciate you, Helen. We wish you and your family the best and continued blessings. Thank you for all your work. Thank you for always being a call away and updating us on the amazing growth in our city of Brownsville. Be well, Helen. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Helen Ramirez, our city manager for Brownsville. That's the theme of this afternoon's broadcast from Brownsville. We'll have a chance to speak with the mayor and other leaders in the area, and also hyper-focusing on the amazing economic successes of Brownsville. 4 to 6, the drive home today from Brownsville here on 710 KURV. This is the Valley's Morning News, your station for Aggie football. They're in the playoffs, round 1 Saturday. Hope you can tune in 10 o'clock in the morning on 710 KURV. Check of sports up next. Water is extremely heavy. You need a solid and dependable commercial roofing system to protect operations, your money-making machine. That's why you need to call Chamberlain Roofing Waterproofing. You've drawn out some plans on the new warehouse or commercial strip. Trust the expertise. A company that brings with it 125 plus years of experience. They know the top materials, for this type of weather in South Texas. They know the superior workmanship that it takes to provide you a superior commercial roofing system, something that will last a long time. Also provide you the necessary upkeep and the maintenance. That's Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. It is in the name, precisely what you need. Call them today. And if you have all these other commercial buildings in the area, they will check the commercial roofing systems for free. That's how the friendship starts, with a handshake. Get the crews up there, and they'll tell you if there are any weak spots. And that way you know from this point on what to do. It's Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing, cutting-edge roof installation, repair, and the materials and the workmanship and advanced waterproofing materials. Chamberlain Roofing Waterproofing, 956-655-6178.
This holiday season, we'd like to extend a big thanks to our family, friends, and customers. Whether you've been shopping Glick Twins all your life or just recently discovered us, you know we've got the very best selection of guns, knives, and scopes at the very best prices. Glick Twins is your go-to store for holiday shopping because behind the counter is the most knowledgeable and friendliest staff in all of South Texas. This Christmas season, be on the lookout for super specials on guns, scopes, knives, and clothing. From all of us at Glick Twins, Merry Christmas.
The newest dealership in the Bert Ogden Auto Group, the all-new state-of-the-art BMW FAR, is now open with an incredible selection of new BMWs to choose from and the same exceptional service you've come to know. Right now, during the BMW Road Home Sales Event, you can lease a BMW X3 for just $599 a month with $51.29 due at signing. Come see why BMW has always been known as the ultimate driving machine. BMW of FAR, now open on the corner of Expressway 281 in Owasso in FAR. Come find your new BMW today.
Want to save big before the year ends? Case Construction Equipment and ASCO can help you maximize your year-end tax savings. Talk to your tax advisor about bonus depreciation and Section 179 to see how you can save on new or used equipment. Whether you need an excavator, skid steer, or other heavy equipment, ASCO and Case Construction have you covered. But don't wait. Visit ASCOEQ.com or contact your local ASCO branch today and make the most of your year-end tax savings.
Digging without contacting Texas 811 first could cost more than you think. Texas 811 is a free service that helps you avoid damaging underground utilities like electric or gas lines. Every year, accidents happen because someone didn't take a moment to contact 811. Whether installing a fence or working on a construction site, contacting Texas 811 is the law. It's quick, free, and keeps you safe. Visit texas811.org today for more information. Safe digging starts with one simple step. Make it today.
Our call letters, KURV. Our frequency, 710 AM. Our specialty, news and talk. News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
Let's start in the NFL. Dolphins have benched quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Rookie quarterback Quinn Ewers will get the start against the Bengals Sunday at home. Tua on getting benched.
Naturally, I'd say I'm disappointed. I think it's normal. It's a normal human emotion. You know, outside of that, I got to do my part. My role here right now is to help whoever the quarterback is going to be for this team, to lead this team, help in whatever way I can.
Thursday Night Football, sole possession of first place in the NFC West on the line when the Seahawks take on the Rams in Seattle. Wide receiver Devontae Adams is doubtful due to a hamstring injury. NBA Grizzlies 21-5 run in the third quarter rally beat the Timberwolves. Grizzlies have won 7 of their last 9 games. That's sports. I'm Ronta Moss.
Your 710 KURV exclusive AccuWeather potential record heat should be like 87, 88 in the Western Valley. And a bit of a cool down for tomorrow. So lower the temperatures about 10 degrees. Highs tomorrow should be in the upper 70s, and then lows tonight should be in the 50s. Border Bridge wait times as posted on KURV.com. Again, these are wait times driving back from Reynosa or Matamoros. So if you're headed back to Brownsville, not bad, about 10 minutes or less at all major bridges last we saw, and headed back to the McAllen area. It's about 30 minutes at all 3. Thank you for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV. Find us at the free app Radio Para Mi, and download the free app and listen to 710 KURV on your smartphone. Business news, check up your money. Up next.
Tune in weekdays to hear the Brad Sham Dallas Cowboys Report.
Hi again, everyone. This is today's Dallas Cowboys Report. I'm Brad Sham.
Brad Sham, the voice of the Dallas Cowboys, will bring you a daily look inside the Dallas Cowboys with highlights, interviews, and key matchups. Catch up on all the latest news from America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. The Brad Sham Dallas Cowboys Report, brought to you by McAllen International Airport.
You make a call to Culligan today, and they can set up for you at your office, at your house, the water purification, the same water purification system that Deli and I have at the house. It is an awesome system. We have had it for years. I love that system. Has its own little spout. You turn it on, 3 o'clock in the morning, first glass of water for me, 3 or 4 in the morning. And the boys love it. Mama loves it. Mama's there. She is cleaning her contact lenses with purified water. I use it to clean some of my son's breathing equipment, the dabs and things like that. It's awesome to have that purified water spout. And it's an amazing value at only $35 a month. That's it. You got the constant stream of purified water. You have the peace of mind that, I don't know, let's say the world's coming to an end and everybody buys all the bottled water. Well, you got purified water coming in as much as you want. So call Culligan today. Only $35 a month. You got your very own water purification system at your house. You get back all the money that you'd be burning on gas, going back and forth to the store, all that plastic that is filled with a one-time purified water that eventually leaches, all that plastic leaches in. And, of course, you get back all that time that you spent on that. Call Culligan at 956-399-1780.
Since 1955, Martin Farm and Ranch has been the Valley's premier Purina feed and hay dealer.
But we're so much more than a feed store.
We carry saddles and tack, tons of show feeds and supplements, and the best line of cattle chutes and sweep tugs, alleyways and scales around. Not to mention acres of ranch fencing and posts.
The Martin family would like to thank you for 65 years of business. And let's all give thanks for the birth of the Christ child. Merry Christmas!
They said copies for a penny couldn't be done. We said, watch us. Total Imaging Solutions. We're flipping the script on printing. Whether you're a small business or a big operation, it doesn't matter. If you need a printer or copier, Total Imaging Solutions has the right printer for you. You get the printer for a simple monthly fee and copies, just a penny or less a page. No ink or toner charges. No surprise service fees, just clear, honest pricing. And if your old printer's slowing you down, we'll trade it out and level you up. Whether you print just a couple of copies a day or need the next New York Times press, we can help. Plus, if anything ever breaks, our team will have you up and running in under 4 hours. Easy printing, fast service, real savings. That's the penny or less revolution. Call 956-664-2113 or visit copiesforapenny.com. That's copiesforapenny.com. Total Imaging Solutions, helping your business one penny at a time.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Wall Street is awaiting today's release of the November Consumer Price Index report, as it will mark the first reading for the period since the record-setting government shutdown ended last month. Dow Jones economists predict that the report is expected to show a 12-month inflation rate of 3.1%. Data drops in 10 minutes. Chinese investors are channeling money into local AI chip developers as the country pushes to build homegrown alternatives to NVIDIA's most advanced processors. While the U.S. has relaxed some export curbs to China, it's still barred from purchasing NVIDIA's most powerful chips. Shares of grocery delivery service Instacart dropped roughly 7% following a report that the FTC has begun an investigation into the company's pricing practices. A study released last week showed that prices for the same products in the same supermarkets that work with Instacart can vary around 7%. Futures are moderately higher. Wednesday, the Dow Industrials lost 228. That's Your Money Now.
AccuWeather says highs today, potential record heat upper 80s. And then lows tonight, we cool down into the 50s. Highs tomorrow should be upper 70s. Thank you for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV. Merry Christmas to you. Join us this morning at 9 o'clock. We expect to be broadcasting 9 to 11, the Sergio Show from TSTC, as the Harlingen Chamber brings in the county judge and commissioners. They're presenting the state of Cameron County. That's coming up at 9 here on 710 KURV. Fox News in 2 minutes on the Valley's Morning News.
Save more with the #1 team in Texas, Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh. Take advantage of amazing savings and drive a new Sierra 1500 for just $139 a month. You heard right, $139 a month during the big year-end closeout. Plus, ask how you can make no payments for 90 days. We know who's #1, you, our valued customer. Come see Billy Kelly and his amazing team in Edinburgh today. We shop the competition so you don't have to at the #1 team in Texas, Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh. Official sponsors of UT RGV football. GMC, we are professional grade.
Merry Christmas from the McCaleb clan, as I lovingly refer to them, in Weslaco, Texas. The McCaleb family, McCaleb Funeral Home, 60-plus years. It's a South Texas institution, and the McCaleb family. These folks are leaders and pillars in our community. Very loving family. The McCaleb family reminding you to do something for your family now, while you have a chance to prepare for the future, much like we prepare financials and insurance and things like that. When the Lord says it's time to come home, well, the immediate family, your immediate loved ones, they have to wrestle with that situation. My mom and dad, they pre-planned and they prepaid that funeral event. And that's what, and I'm giving you Carla McCaleb's phone number, her cell number that we can call and text her. You sit down, have a sit down with a member of the McCaleb family. They will go to you. Harlingen, Brownsville, McAllen area, wherever, they'll come to you. Pre-plan, make decisions now, a whole bunch of things you could put, on record, and then prepay. There you go. And that all that stress is off the immediate family's back. Pre-plan, prepay with McCaleb Funeral Home. They come to you, have a sit down with you. 956-650-2841.
Power, performance, and savings. The Coyote year-end clearance event is on now at Rivetta's Machinery in Donna. For more than 50 years and 3 generations, the Rivetta families proudly served the Rio Grande Valley, and today they continue that tradition with Coyote, a name trusted for power, reliability, and value. Right now, they're clearing out Coyote tractors, zero-turns, utility vehicles, and compact construction equipment, all at incredible year-end savings. From the small but mighty 21 horsepower models all the way up to the brand new 140 horsepower Coyote HX 1402, they have the right machine for every job and every budget. And with financing as low as 0% interest and 0 down payment with approved credit, there's never been a better time to join the Rivetta's family. Go see why generations of hardworking Texans choose Rivetta's for tractors, equipment, and service that go the distance. Visit them on Expressway 83 in Donna between Hutto and Valverde Roads. Rivetta's for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in McAllen at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Everything you need to know to start your day.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
Happy Thursday and Merry Christmas. Christmas is 1 week from today. Wow. It is December 18th. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Show producer Fred Cruz. We got Jason Caterina from AccuWeather. I'm Sergio Sanchez, News, a service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The president, during his remarks to the nation last night, says he's laser focused on lending a helping hand to Americans struggling with higher prices.
Here at home, we're bringing our economy back from the brink of ruin. The last administration and their allies in Congress looted our treasury for trillions of dollars.
Senate Democrat leader Chuck Schumer criticized the president's primetime speech, claiming he lives in a bubble completely disconnected from the reality everyday Americans are seeing and feeling. The Brown University mass shooter still roaming free, but there's a new development.
Police are now asking the public for help in identifying this second person seen walking in the same residential neighborhood as the primary person of interest right before the deadly school shooting.
That's Fox's Brian Yennis in Providence. No one won the big Powerball jackpot. So the next jackpot is $1.5 billion. America's listening to Fox News.
You need to check the medicine cabinet. There's a nationwide recall for a homeopathic nasal spray, and that's expanding. It's something called Reboost Nasal Spray. Might be contaminated. And Dan Bongino, don't know if he's going back to radio, but Dan Bongino, he's assistant FBI director, said, that's it. He's out of here. He'll be leaving his post in January. Thank you for joining us on News Talk 710 KURV, Valley's Morning News for a Thursday. Go find us online. Radio Para Mi is the free app. Listen to 710 KURV on your smartphone.
Spotlight on Your Health, brought to you by DHR Health.
From the DHR Health Internal Medicine Clinic, Dr. Roque Mifuji, internal medicine specialist.
As internal medicine, we focus on a wide variety of medical conditions, going from like simple respiratory viruses or common colds, all to more difficult or complex conditions. We can manage diabetes, hypertension, obesity. We tend to manage all medical conditions in general. And we also have, compared to family medicine, for example, which they can also see a lot of children and patients in all age ranges. Internal medicine, we focus mainly in adult patients and even elderly patients as well. We see a wide variety of conditions, mostly chronic conditions like hypertension, diabetes, obesity, all of those which are very prevalent here in the Valley. We also are the ones in charge of focusing and identifying other more complex conditions that require referrals, for example, to other specialties like cardiology, gastroenterology, endocrinology. But we're kind of like the first line of defense when we're dealing with any chronic comorbidities. And right now, obesity is linked to many other conditions. It's linked to obstructive sleep apnea, it's linked to heart conditions, hypertension, high cholesterol levels, also related to stroke and certain types of cancer. So it's definitely fundamental that we start addressing obesity, especially in an area that has been so badly affected by obesity.
From the DHR Health Internal Medicine Clinic, Dr. Roque Mifuji, internal medicine specialist, DHR Health.